next. For Mexico City, not the start to the season that this team wanted, but they can turn it around with the win at any time. We'll see if that starts tonight. Coming right up on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports and for a look at how competition stacks up right now. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They're still riding with the middle of the pack, but trending upward.
And you know, the Celtics, they're trending in the wrong direction. NBA competition can be unforgiving. Not much room for mistakes.
So the Mexico City starting five. We've got Whitehead, Jake LaRavia out there with Fleming, and it's Landry in at the point guard. And for the Celtics, dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Peyton Pritchard out there with Brandon Boston, and it's Peterson at the center. Here's Brown. Mexico City making their last shot. Hey, Clark, two monumental forces will be generating a lot in the paint tonight with this center matchup we have.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of thumping and bumping, bruising and pushing. I mean, these two do not want to let the other one get the upper hand. I mean, might as well ring the bell because it's going to be close to a fight in there.
And the Celtics with possession here. Mexico City making their last shot.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here is Landry. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22 and taken away by Brown. Pass to Peters. Fires for 3. The shot that time, not on target. Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Atlanta Hawks. Whitehead passes to Landry. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Brown. Pass to Boston. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here is Landry. Here's Fleming. Offensive rebound. Here's LaRavia. Offline with his 3. Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And slam dunk by Tatum.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
And Mexico City calls their first time out of the game.
And now look at Jason Tatum. Last season, he played outstanding, and he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage, able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And back to what you said, he was runner-up in the three-point accuracy category last season because no one could get him out of his rhythm. He was just unstoppable.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
They set the pick. Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
Hey, the defense has no answer for Jaylen Brown. I mean, when he's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they're in good hands.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Clock at 6. Austin needs to get off a shot. Peters with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Whitehead passes to LaRavia. Down low, Fleming, and he makes good on the layup. Fleming's got 6. Last game for Mexico City, it was a loss to the Jazz in Delta Center. Pass to Brown from the arc, and again Boston with the triple.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Now here is Landry. Here's LaRavia, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's Brown. 12 points for him. Here's LaRavia to the middle. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
That doesn't go either for Brown.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Now, here's Brown. We saw him with 19 points his last outing.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Landry. Here's Whitehead. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Hey, you know, what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
Last game for Mexico City, it was a loss to the Jazz.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Whitehead passes to Fleming. Landry gets the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Mexico City lead.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And some changes here for the Celtics. Marshall, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Anthony's subbed in for Pritchard. Austin the pass to Marshall. Anthony looking it over. While the season just started, GA, we have a few big storylines already.
Yeah, it doesn't take long in this league. The intense media scrutiny, social media, news travels fast.
And when it comes to efficiency, Anthony's strongest suit is at the line.
Mexico City has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Pass to Landry. They get the rebound. Got a piece of it. Inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
Peters with the bucket. Peters has got 7 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Back to Landry. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 9.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Anthony. Back to Tatum. 5 on the clock. And it's blocked. Landry with it. Guarded now by Marshall. Anthony against Landry. Pass to Shed. No good on the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
There's a screen. Now here's Tatum. D right on him. To the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now, here's Marshall. Still scoreless. Anthony nowhere around. Off target from outside. Mexico City leading by 7. Landry passes to Yang. That one drops for him.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Some changes for Boston. Mobley, he's checked in for Peters. Santi Aldama comes in for Tatum. And it's Gonzalez in for Brandon Boston. Anthony can't hit. Mexico City has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Pippen against Anthony. Pippen the pass to Fleming. There's 1:26 left here in the opening quarter.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Anthony. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, the scoring turns the tide.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Gonzalez. Back to Aldama. Here's the screen. They call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Oh, man. carving this defense to pieces with the drive. Well done.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Mexico City.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
And once again off the mark by Mexico City. Celtics trail by 5. Anthony with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Anthony, the pass to Gonzalez. The Celtics working the ball around now. Anthony up on top. Over Pippen. Anthony's shot is off. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. High post, Pippen. Over Marshall. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's Mexico City. They lead by 5. And back with the start of... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Mexico City's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for Mexico City. Fleming is out there with Jake LaRavia. And it's Whitehead in at the shooting guard position. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
And so Whitehead will bring it up for Mexico City. Here's LaRavia, defended by Boston. Outside Landry, shot clock at 6. Here's LaRavia, and it's off from three-point range. Boston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight, 50% exactly. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Mexico City has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Kevin, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's picked off. Pritchard with a wide open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Whitehead. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Still Mexico City's ball. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Timeout called here. Mexico City decides to talk it over.
And checking out some numbers here for Landry. Great showing for him last season. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor. An absolute magician with the basketball. Clock is at 3. Mexico City needs to get a shot off here. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Landry's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
Back to Pritchard. Here's Peters. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And they get it back. Goes up again. And it's Brown missing.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
The shot by Fleming, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
I don't think he could have been any more impressive than he was tonight. Brown is setting this place on fire.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen away. And they're running. Here's Boston. He's defended by LaRavia. Landry against Tatum. Clock at 6. Back to Brown. Takes a 3. That doesn't go either for Brown.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Basket good. Fleming's got 10.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Tatum against Landry. Here's the 3. Take that! Oh, Tatum from the parking lot.
I mean, how do you guard that? Tatum's range is off the charts.
Pass to LaRavia. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And with the trend grade toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching the game, for me is as good as it's ever been.
Both free throws good from LaRavia. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Peters. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Now Pritchard. Over Landry. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Celtics trail by 3. Celtics passing it around. Here's Brown.
And you can tell Brown has a mind for the game. Calls the pick and roll and works it to perfection.
Here's Landry. And once again off the mark by Mexico City. Brown the pass to Boston. Down low. Got a piece of it. Pass to LaRavia. Now Landry. Here's Fleming. And here is Landry. Over in the corner, LaRavia. No good on the 3.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Outside Tatum. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Mexico City has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. To the inside. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And some changes here for the Celtics. Najee Marshall comes in for Brown. And it's Gonzalez in for Pritchard. Pass to Marshall. There's the three. Hits it from three-point range. Marshall's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Kicks it out to James. Here's Shed. Scoreless thus far. And the shot goes in. And here is Tatum. Here's Peters. Pass to Boston. Tatum a screen. Boston, no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look like that.
There's a screen. For three, Pippen knocks down the three ball. Now it's a 5-point Mexico City lead.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Here's Boston. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Boston's got his third basket of the night right there. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Here's Shed. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And Mexico City leads by 4. Gonzalez against Pippen. Pass to Boston. Now here's Tatum. Here's Gonzalez. Shoots over Pippen. Gonzalez's shot is off.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
Now Boston. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. And again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Out to the right wing. Here's Shed. The three-pointer is right on target. Shed's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
Right side Tatum. They get it back. Over in the corner, Marshall. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Out left to the wing. For Mexico City, they've gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Some changes for Boston. Mobley, he's checked in for Peters. Santi Aldama comes in for Tatum. And Anthony subbed in for Brandon Boston. Here's Mobley. And it's Mexico City with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
For Mexico City, they've made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. No good on the second free throw. Yang, well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Outside Anthony. Beyond the arc. That shot misses. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mexico City leads by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well.
I usually only see Shaq drool when it comes to food, but their performance on the board tonight, it's getting to him a lot.
And now, and I know it's still... That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Brandon Boston is out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Peterson at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Boston 5.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Whitehead. Pass to Fleming. 6 to shoot. Here's Landry. A three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pritchard passes to Brown. Cash money, Brown with the tray.
And, you know, we've seen Brown accept more responsibility over time on offense, including taking these quick shots.
To the left side wing. Landry passes to Fleming. Goes back up. And Tatum pulls it down.
Not the start you want coming out of the locker room, missing 3 straight like that.
Boston finds Tatum. A miss that time would have put him up. And so Whitehead will bring it up for Mexico City. A 2-point game. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Pritchard with the ball. There's the pick. Brown outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Brown's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Whitehead passes to Fleming. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. To the middle. Here's Peters. Tatum kicks to Brown. For the lead. And again, Boston with the triple.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Pritchard, he's open. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 5th assist in this one. Timeout called here. Mexico City decides to talk it over. At the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Whitehead deciding where to go with it. Will it go? It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
To the paint, here's Boston. Nice pass, right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Mexico City moving it around. Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's Brown. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Now Pritchard. 5 points in the game. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Landry. Jacks up a 3. And Mexico City, another 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And there's the drive. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Celtics have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Brown wide open. He fires. Off target. That was a little heat check. Here's LaRavia. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Out to the wing. Now Boston. Tatum a screen. Pass to Peters. And out of bounds. Mexico City will have it.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. He's coming off an excellent season. Checking in at about 24 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
For Mexico City, they've shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often that's the case for this team.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already jumped those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Hey, yo, right here.
Landry against Tatum. Now, here is Landry. He's got 20. Shot clock at 5 and taken away by Brown. Peters passes to Tatum. Inside, Tatum.
We know Tatum's got a terrific jumper, but I like when he pounds that paint, too.
Mexico City has gotten the 3-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Pass to LaRavia. Here's Landry. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Boston making some changes. Anthony's checked in for Brandon Boston. And it's Gonzalez in for Pritchard. Outside Anthony. Brown dishes to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Landry grabs the miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And here's James outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Peters has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Tatum. It's blocked. Here's Shed. He's got 7. Kicks it out to James. Pass to Shed. For the lead. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Gonzalez. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 6th assist on the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Outside Landry. He's feeling it. 2 points. That one goes. Landry's got the game tied up here for Mexico City.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Brown the pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Tatum against Landry. Takes it inside. From deep, James. Peters grabs the miss. Peters has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And here's Gonzalez. Brown with a screen on Landry. Here's Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
And the Celtics making a change here. Aldama's checked in. Pippen's checked in for Mexico City.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
To the left wing. Back to Pippen. To the wing on the left. Pass to James. Clock at 6. Here's Shed. He's covered by Brown. Offensive rebound from deep. James tipped away. And he gets it back. Here's Yang. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. He's got 8.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
On the wing, Brown. To the inside. There's the killer two-handed slam. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 13 rebounds. Bounce pass, Pippen. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself, is Jason Tatum.
Down low. Here's Yang. James against Tatum. Clock at 4. Deep 2 from Pippen. Rebound Boston. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. And Aldama slams it in.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics out in... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for Mexico City. They've got Pippen. And it's Yang in at the 5 spot. Here's Brown. Can't hit that one. Good D by James. Mexico City trails by 10. Here's Shed. Drills the three-pointer.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Into the lane. That's tipped. Brown against Pippen. On the wing, James. No good from outside.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Wasted no time on that one. Brown's got 26 points.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
Open for 3. Cans it from downtown.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Boston. Makes it off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 8.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Shed. From outside, off the mark. Celtics have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And finished off by Brown.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Pippen. Pass to Boston. Back to Brown. Shoots over James, and it's Boston with another.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it can probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Mexico City's head coach said to the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Pass to Boston. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Boston's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
On the wing, James.
Yeah, look at me.
Here's Shed. Defended by Boston. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Brown the pass to Aldama. Here's Boston. Here's Brown.
Oh, are you kidding me?
This is why Brown is one of the very best in our game. He's so good at getting into the flow.
Pippen the pass to Yang. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Right wing. And Marshall kicks to Brown. It's up a 3. And it's Mexico City with the rebound. Outside, James. It's Pippen on the wing. He's covered by Pritchard. Shot's good by Pippen.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
There's a screen by Aldama. down low. Working on James.
The athletic Brown with a big-time slam. You got to defend him better than this.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Mexico City. Trailing here by 8. Three-pointer. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
Pritchard passes to Boston. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
Pass to James. Over to the wing. Here's Shed. Outside Pippen. Three-pointer. James, no good.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Pritchard passes to Brown. And a miss there on the triple. Mexico City trails by 7. Here's Shed. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Shed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Pass to Shed. And here's Pippen for 3. Boston grabs the miss. Boston's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Brown. Offline with the baseline jumper. Mexico City trails by 8. No one near James as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land.
And early in his career, that's a great sign for Ronnie. Hitting threes, building confidence in that jumper.
There's the pick from deep. Boston, no good. And Mexico City shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Pass to Shed. And another shot. Rebound by Marshall.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Brown against James. Brown outside. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter, carrying the load for sure.
Pippen with it. Yang, Marshall defending. Takes the shot. That one misses. Celtics leading by 7. Now Boston. Now Pritchard. The 3 is off. James looking it over. Here's Shed, defended by Boston. Here's the floater. No good.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
Here's Pritchard. Let's lose a 3. And down goes the 3.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
Peters checks in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Santi Aldama. Outside Landry. Launches it. Rebounded by Tatum.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Stolen by Landry. 1:35 left to play here in the 4th. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Landry. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call them.
From outside, not that time, it won't go. Celtics leading by 10.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Celtics.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And the creative possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jaylen Brown.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Here's Whitehead. There's a good screen. And that time also a missed shot. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Landry against Tatum. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
Thank you. I'm here with Jason Tatum. And Jason, congratulations on the win.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.